Hello everyone, welcome to Neil's World, and in today's stream, let me continue talking about mobile apps and web services. Mobile apps, nowadays you can use mobile apps for various various works which you earlier can only do using a PC or a laptop. Now, in today's time, the mobile apps have grown up so developed grown up and so developed that they can do much of the work that your PC can only do a couple of years ago. So in today's video or in today's stream, let me talk about some of the apps which you can use to create beautiful graphics. That means I'm going to talk about some of the photo editing apps or graphic designing apps that are available on mobile, which can produce results similar to results which are available on what you call your PC applications. So some of the applications like Photoshop and like GIMP, they are photo manipulating apps, photo manipulating softwares on PC. On mobile also, you have similar applications. So let me list out some of the applications which are of which some of you already know about. Many of the applications. So let me know if anyone is there. If you want to know knows anything particular about any particular app, you can put it in the chat. And those who have joined the stream after the stream has ended, that means if you're watching the replay, you can put your queries on comments, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And in today's stream, let me talk about the best mobile photo editing apps the photo editing app that I recommend to use. The number one app that I recommend to use for photo editing is it's from Google, Snapseed. I have been talking about Snapseed in all my streams, but today also I'll list it as the number one photo editing app, which is available for free, which you can download on your Android, iOS. I think it was also available in the Windows Phone platform earlier. Snapseed is a very powerful app which has a lot of options. I will show you in my future videos how to use Snapseed step by step. But today, let me talk about Snapseed. What are the different options? What are the different things that Snapseed can do? Snapseed can do any kind of photo editing that you can think of. It also supports raw files. That means you can directly edit raw files using Snapseed. Raw files nowadays, all the mobile phones and modern mobile phones have support for raw files. So if you wish to edit a raw file or process a raw file, you can use Snapseed for it. So Snapseed from Google is one of the best apps that you can use for free on your Android mobile or your iOS mobile. The number two app that you can use for free is Google Photos. Google Photos is an app which comes preloaded on all Android mobiles. And Google Photos also is available on iOS, and I think iOS mobiles or Apple iPhones also come pre-installed with Google Photos in most of the time. I have not used any iPhones till now, but that said, Google Photos is one of the best app that is available by default on any Android phone. If you try to use Google Photos as a photo storage device, as a photo storage app, because Google Photos is directly connected to your Google Drive, whatever you see in Google Photos is actually synchronizes to your Google Drive account. So Google Photos is one of the free apps which is very useful for anyone who deals with photography or who has some interest in photography. The best part of Google Photos is that until recently it allowed unlimited photo storage at a particular resolution that said Google that is Google says that to be uh, high quality images. I think it is around 16 MP of images, 16 megapixel images which are allowed in Google Photos as high quality images. Until recently it was all free unlimited storage, but from June this year this unlimited storage will be stopped. Apart from being a photo storage application, Google Photos also have very powerful photo editing capabilities. It can do most of the basic photo editing like the brightness, contrast, saturation, hue. This change, all these things, it can be done on Google Photos. But if you have a Pixel device, you get access to some of the advanced features of Google Photos. Google AI, artificial intelligence algorithm, intelligence of, yes, Vishwajit, welcome. Subscription for storing unlimited storage, yes, it will be stopped from June this year. It will be stopped from June this year. Unlimited storage, but Pixel phone, I don't think it will be stopped for Pixel phones unlimited storage. I think it is also available for any other phones until recently. Google Photos unlimited storage, not only Pixel but other devices also unlimited storage was available. For Pixel phones, I think earlier it was unlimited storage not only in high quality as per Google, but also you could have saved all resolutions in Pixel phones earlier. I do not know, I have recently got a Pixel phone, I do not know how it was earlier, but something is going to end on this June. So some unlimited storage space will be gone. But in any ways, Google provides storage upgrade options for a cheaper cost. If you compare to some of the competition, it offers incremental updates like 100 GB, 200 GB packages. So that can be used to upgrade your storage. Okay. And about the editing capabilities of Google Photos, if you have a Pixel device, it allows you to have AI recommended sky replacement or AI recommended sky color or AI recommended HDR images, something like that. It has got a lot of in offer if you have a Pixel device, some of the things which is exclusive to Pixel device, but which is not available on any other device if you use the Google Photos app on those devices. And also if you have Google One services, that means if you have a paid storage option of Google Photos or Google Drive, if you have Google One subscription, where Google One subscription is the one where you can have paid storage options like 100 GB, 200 GB to start with. It goes up to I think 30 terabyte of data storage. And if you have Google One subscription, you get some advanced video editing feature as well. Recently, it has been added to Google Photos, I think, the video editing capabilities. I have not yet checked my phone about those video editing capabilities. I heard in a news item recently that there are certain advanced level of video editing being added to the Google Photos app. Earlier, the video editing capabilities of Photos app is not anywhere near to any of the basic video editors available. So some of the video editing capabilities are being added to Google One subscribers. So this is about Google Photos, where you with minimal effort you get good results of your photos, because there are certain AI implemented effects like a portrait mode, that means the background blur kind of thing, which works like charm in most of the cases. If you have a prominent subject, you easily get a very good bokeh effect like DSLRs on a Pixel device, or using the Google Photos blur effect. So this is about Google Photos. And apart from Google Photos, the third app that I recommend for photo editing is none other than the Lightroom mobile app. This is a powerhouse of an app. The Lightroom mobile app does almost everything what the Lightroom desktop app does. So if you have a photography plan subscription from Adobe, you get Lightroom mobile premium version free to use on your mobile phones. Even if you do not get the premium version of Lightroom mobile, the basic functionalities that Lightroom offers with it also offers a 2 GB of free storage options. With the Lightroom basic subscription, where you don't have to pay anything, you get 2 GB of cloud storage where you can store your photos and all. But 2 GB is nothing if you shoot in raw format. And the best part of what you call Lightroom is that anything that you add to Lightroom catalog in your mobile phone, that synchronizes to the desktop applications, and it synchronizes across devices, and it uploads the photos to the Adobe Cloud. 2 GB is free for the free version, and if you buy the premium version, you get 20 GB and you get 1 TB. There are two different options in Lightroom. You either get 20 GB or you can go for the 1 TB options if you wish to pay for Lightroom. But even if you do not pay, you get 2 GB of cloud storage where your photos are synced up across all devices. That means in one of your mobile phone, if you have Lightroom installed and you use the same account in other phone, your photos are automatically syncs up between the devices. And the best part is that it does not download the whole photos to all the devices. There is something called smart previews, which basically downloads a very small file which has all the information about the edits that you do in one of your devices in Lightroom. That those are called smart edits. That means bypass method to AWS subscription without entering credit card details or any VCC. Yeah, I don't know. I have tried VCC with AWS subscription. I have not tried any VCC, but I think you will only require a credit card for this AWS subscription. I haven't tried any VCC, virtual credit cards. You can try creating virtual credit cards and use it there. And if possible, you try to create an international virtual credit card, not the one which is which we can create using our SBI or your local banks. If you can get some virtual credit card by an international company, that may be accepted by AWS. You have to try. I have not tried it yet, and I haven't yet got an AWS subscription. I'm not using it right now. I have tried AWS earlier as the free tier, and I have not got much into it because it's too much of a technical stuff for me. But when time comes, if I had to learn about AWS and all those things, I'll do that. And you try with VCC, try with a VCC. If it works, then also let me know. So I haven't tried this. So about Lightroom, what I was talking about, yes, I was talking about the edits in Lightroom. If you have an edit in one of your device, and it gets synchronized across all your devices, and the best part is that it does not download the photograph fully to your device. It downloads only what you call the smart previews. Smart previews are very small file where there is the information regarding your edits that you have made in your device. So the information about edits is synchronizes across all devices, and your files are stored in the cloud storage of Adobe. So that way you have a very seamless. Okay, welcome Vishwajit. Are you trying more OnePlus devices? I have seen a lot of OnePlus devices in your photos, in your profile photo. I think in Facebook photo, you have uploaded all your workstation and this gaming PC setup, where I have seen all the OnePlus devices. I am just moving away from OnePlus right now. I cannot afford the OnePlus. They are getting much more, what you call, costlier. I've got a Pixel device right now, the what you call the cheapest Pixel 4a, and I'm happy with the Pixel 4a because it takes good photos and which are comparable to your OnePlus 8, I think. And about Lightroom, and that Lightroom has the benefit of smart previews and synchronization across all devices about on of the edits. And one of the best thing about Lightroom is that there is something called presets. You might have learned about presets in Lightroom desktop applications. There are presets where there are edits which we can use across all different photos. The similar preset work on mobile also. Nowadays, Lightroom supports user presets on mobile as well. It's not exactly similar to what it is available with the desktop application, but it is somewhat different, but it can be used as a preset. So in Lightroom mobile, how to find preset is that you can find something called discover in the Lightroom mobile application. It will be there in the what you call bottom right corner, bottom right. Let me see in my device, and then yes, bottom right corner, there is something called discover, where you will find a lot of different user generated edits. Well, those edits can be installed in your device and those can be applied as presets. So that is one of the best feature that Lightroom has, which is not there in any other application. I think not any other not all. I think there is one app called PixArt. PixArt also supports some template based editing of your photos. So PixArt is also a very powerful application. I'll talk about that in a later But if you want to edit very good photos using your mobile phone to the scale of desktop application, Lightroom mobile is the way to go. It allows you to process your raw photos and create some beautiful images. But we don't have to be confused with photo manipulation. Lightroom cannot do a photo manipulation. It can only process the photo. That means it can change the look of the photo. Cannot make a composite of a photo. For that, you need to go with some other applications. Snapseed also does photo composites because it allows you to have multiple exposure photos options in Snapseed. And there is one app called Photoshop Express that also allows you to go, create photo composites on your mobile. Yes, Pixel devices have good camera, better than OnePlus. Actually, I haven't tried the latest versions of OnePlus. Oxygen OS is very good, and I'm still using my OnePlus 3 device, which is getting a bit of a wear and tear now, and I use it occasionally. This OnePlus 3, but my main device is now is a Pixel 4a. But the problem with Pixel is that selfie camera or the front camera is not that good. It has a lot of grain if you use it in a little bit of low light condition. It has a lot of grain, and it's unusable if you use it in low light area. In earlier case in OnePlus 3 device, I think the selfie camera was much better than this Pixel device. In good lighting condition, the camera is okay. Selfie camera, especially the selfie camera of Pixel device, is not usable at all at low light. What that I have experienced with my phone, but in daylight and outside it is good. You can use it, but don't think about low light with the front camera. Rear camera, it can do a lot of different low light imagery, like there is a night sight mode on Pixel, which produces stunning images at low light. If you haven't tripod, you put it on the tripod and put the night sight on, and it takes stunning images. Yes, am I phone running custom ROM? Yeah, that's a good thing. I haven't tried a custom ROM yet with my newer devices. I'm using a Samsung as well. It's an A30. I haven't tried to put any custom ROM there. I earlier used to put custom ROM in my earlier Samsung device. Now I have stopped putting custom ROM. Last time I used a custom ROM was my phone. There's a Micromax Eureka phone. So there I put a custom ROM, Resurrection Remix, which enabled the phone with VoLTE function. At that time, Geo came in 2016, I think. Geo came. At that time, I tried custom ROM with that Micromax Eureka. I think that is a gone case now. Eureka phone, I used a Resurrection Remix custom ROM. I think it was Android 6 or maybe something like that. And let me continue with the photo editing apps on Android. Lightroom, I was talking about Lightroom, and if you want to make composites, you can use Photoshop Express, where you can create composite photos. I think Photoshop Express. In Snapseed also you can create composites of photos. And moving on about photo editing application, and there is, if you want an overall graphic designing suite on your mobile, look no further than something called Canva. Canva is a very powerful graphic designing suite. It also allows you to edit your photos to a certain extent. It cannot be used as a standalone photo editor, but it can create a lot of different graphics, like the graphics for your social media, graphics for your website, the banner ads, and various kind of graphics that you can use for the YouTube thumbnail and YouTube channel art and all this kind of work. You can use Canva, and that too for free. The free version of Canva is more than enough for most of the users. But if you buy the pro version, and if you go with the pro version, it has some stunning features like a one-click background removal, and there are magic resize, where you can resize a photograph into different aspect ratios by a single click on your mobile or on your desktop. Canva works similar across all devices. If you use it in tablet, if you use it in your mobile, if you use it in your desktop, the Canva works in the same way. Earlier, the look of Canva in mobile and desktop were somewhat very different. Now they are making it uniform across all devices so that you feel at home while using Canva on any of your devices. So if you want to create some beautiful graphics for any kind of thing, if you want to create cards for birthday cards or any other cards, if you want to create web banners, you go with Canva. Canva is the way to go for online graphic creation. And if you want to do similar stuff with another application that I am suggesting, is Adobe Spark. It is similar to Canva, but it has an option of creating, I think, similar to Canva. You can either go with Canva or Adobe Spark. Adobe Spark is also a very good application where you can create different graphics. And the third and the last one that I'm talking about today is an app called PixArt. PixArt is also a very good graphic designing application. It allows you to edit your photos. It allows you to create beautiful composites and beautiful animations with your photos. PixArt is available for free, and it is also available at a price as the pro version. So if you wish, you can try all those applications and stick to the one which you are comfortable with, and you can create your online graphics and all using these these applications, and hopefully you got some idea regarding what are the applications that you can use on your mobile phone regarding photo editing and photo manipulation on your mobile without using your desktop. So I hope I'll end the stream today, and if you have any queries, if you are watching this after watching this as a replay, you can put your queries on the comments below, and I'll try to answer your queries very soon. And if you found this stream to have some value, if you are watching it as a replay, please hit the like button. Thank you very much. I'll catch you in my next stream and in my next video. Do check my channel for more updates on Android applications and web services. In my next stream, I'll talk about web services like domain name registration and how to host your website. Thank you today. See you soon.